Okay, today we will be discussing 8.4, finding the volume and surface area of a sphere. So we have to know our volume formula is 4/3 pi r cubed. So if I'm using the radius and they give me the diameter, radius is halfway. So my radius is equal to 3 centimeters here. So my formula for volume is equal to 4/3 pi, they said to approximate it with 3.14 times my radius cubed, so 3 cubed. If I go ahead and I multiply that out and I look up here, it says to the nearest cubic centimeter, that's to the nearest whole number. So it is approximately, so I need to change that to approximately because we use 3.14 instead of just the pi symbol. Volume is approximately 113 cubic centimeters. Now, this next time, they're going to give us the volume and ask us to find the radius. The tricky part on this, I think, is the formula has that improper fraction of 4/3. So if I look here, it says that he buys a sphere, and that's spelled incorrectly. Sorry about that. And the volume of it is 65.42. And since it's a sphere, we're going to use 4/3. And it says to use 3.14 as your pi. And it says, what is the radius to the nearest 10th? So times radius cubed. So on this, if I do 4/3 times 3.14 and leave it as a decimal, it's going to be a non-terminating decimal. So that means I would have to round, but we don't want to round until the very end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simplify it a little bit differently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 4 times 3.14 and get 12.56. So I get 12.56 over that 3 still. So basically I put this over 1, I multiplied the fraction straight across, and I solve r cubed. Now I can simplify. So the first thing that I need to do is I need to get rid of this fraction. So instead of dividing by 3, I need to multiply both sides by 3. So the 3's cancel out. If I multiply by 3 on that side, I have to do that on the other side as well. So that gives me 196.26 is equal to 12.56 r cubed. Now the opposite of times 12.56 is to divide by 12.56. My 12.56 cancels out, and I'm left with r cubed equals 15.62. Well, it doesn't ask me what r cubed is, it asks me what the radius is. So to get rid of that cube, the opposite would be to take the cube root. So I take the cube root of 15.62. The cube root then gives me approximately, radius would be approximately 2.5 inches. And remember it said to go to the nearest 10th. Okay, our next one, now we're going to switch to surface area. So remember, surface area is the area of all the surfaces added together. So the surface area of the sphere is going to be 4 pi r squared. So it says a sphere has a radius of 3 centimeters. What is the surface area of the sphere? Use 3.14 as the approximation for pi. So the surface area here is 4 times 3.14 times the radius, which is 3 squared. So my surface area is going to be approximately, and it doesn't tell me what to round to, so I'm not going to round it. I already rounded the 3.14, so I get 113.04 centimeters squared. Since it's area, it's that squared units. Our last one then is still dealing with surface area, but this time they want us to find the radius given our surface area. So I use the same formula. The surface area, a tennis ball has a surface area of 14,095 and 46 millimeters squared. What is the radius of the tennis ball? Use 3.14. So my surface area is 14,095 and 46 hundredths is equal to 4 times pi times radius squared. So I need to simplify that right-hand side by doing that multiplication. 4 times 3.14 is 12.56. Radius squared. So again, my goal is to get r by itself. So I have to remove that 12.56 by dividing. I'm left with r squared is equal to, I need to divide by 12.56 on the left-hand side as well. And that gives me 1,122.25. The opposite of squaring something is to take the square root of both sides. So then I'm left with r equals 33.5. And my units would be in millimeters because it's the length, so it's just regular units. Now for guided practice, you have page 157, number 1, page 158, number 2, and page 160, 3 and 4.